It's like there's an actual spider on my head. Here we are. It's the pre-show. Hasn't begun yet. Haven't tweeted it. Anything you want to talk about before I tweet it? Hi, says everybody. Why is your hair so ugly? Thanks. How are you feeling? Raspy. Ooh, it's a rat. Hey there. Just jumping around looking for food. You know how it is. I made pasta for this live show. You're wearing white. Dad, it's not loading, kill me. Wear a tank top in your next vid. Definitely not happening. And did you have tater tots in America? Okay, great selection. Let's do this. Are you ready? Are you ready? It's happening. Bam! Right. Now, does Dan remember how to do this? Let's see. Probably not. He's written it along with his English accent and whether Europe was a myth or not. Whether Europe was a myth or not. Hi everybody, welcome to the show. 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 Hi everybody, that was a fresh one. That was good. Wow, nice. Hey everyone! This is Red AF. Let's autocorrect the whiteness with a copy of Tabanoff. Oh, that is Phil's chin. Nobody wanted to see that right now. There we go. Hey everyone. It is the first Just Dan live show in like 2 months. Do you even remember who I am? I spent like an hour trying to remember my password for this website. Not even joking. Hey, how you doing? So, it's been a while since the last live show that I did. Obv's kind of busy doing my American tour, and now I am back. Right, so much has happened since we last did a live show that it's like a really big deal, and there's just like so much to talk about, and it's really crazy. So instead of having loads of big important conversations about everything that's happened, let's just really casually talk about boring things, because what this is supposed to be. Okay, we're on the same level. You is nice, me loves it, was the first message today. Thanks from Christina. Nice. If you don't know, I have a cold at the moment. I've had one for like a while. I think I started to get sick in Seattle in June, but the adrenaline of everything I had to do just demanded that I did not get sick, so I just kept it off. And then as soon as I got to England, it was like BAM! Smacked with the illness as soon as you stop moving. So that was that. And now I'm going to have some tasty Actifed chesty cough. Just thought we could share this intimate moment together. I have been spilling this all over the place. It's not good. Okay. Whoa! 1 adult-sized spoon 6 times a day. So some and/or medicine generally is really delicious, like Calpol. Shout out to Calpol. I wish Calpol just released like a fizzy drink. I would buy the hell out of it. But this particular brand tastes like sad rocks. There we go. That's Dan's review there. You have the worst timings for live shows. Well, so I foul. I always do it at the same time. You on drugs? Yes. Literally. Are you still sick? Yes. Did you miss Haru while you were gone? Who? We're not doing that anymore, are we? Gina said, how are you? Just so snazzy right now. Can you say hi to McKenna? Hi McKenna. How was America? Fun. How was Seattle? Aesthetic. What did you miss about the tour? The company of being around so many people all the time. It was refreshing. Hi Dad, how are you doing? Pretty great, thanks. So, in the impossibly long list of things that there's no way we could possibly ever have a decent conversation about, that there's probably going to be a thing later, where do you want to start? Where do you want to start? Game of Thrones said, Copper Howell. I just got a pop-up from Younow saying, Remind your fans to share your broadcast. There you go. Game of Thrones. Watched Game of Thrones when I was on the road. Pretty great, obviously. I feel like it was one of the best seasons. I mean, it had Hold the Door, it had the Battle of the Bastards, and it had the last episode, which was just the craziest thing ever. I mean, Game of Thrones is definitely the best TV show currently in the world, maybe the best TV show of all time ever. And if you're not watching it, then you're missing out on literally the best thing that's ever existed. Say about that. Hi from me in Paris. Hey, you in Paris. That's good. How was tour? Said Turtle Stenson in the chat. There we go, people. Dan is going to reflect on the last 2 months of his life. How was tour? Tour was good. You know, it was long. We were away for such a long time. What I've realised is that, to me, this tour, in America specifically, the little American chunk of Tatanoff, is the biggest and craziest thing I've ever done in my entire life. I've just never been busier. I've never done so much. I've never done so much at the same time, apart from last October. And Dan's sexy cough voice. For me, it was just this insane whirlwind every single day. And it felt like everything I was doing was so big and important because I was there and, you know, I had to do it all. But then I got back and I had what I referred to as Pajama Week, which was me and Phil having a week off, which I was sick, so that was just great. I couldn't really do much other than just desperately scroll with my trackpad. It made me realise that other than me and the people that were working on the tour, the aftertaste of this cough syrup is horrifying. Absolutely horrifying. I give it a 2 out of 10. Just absolutely horrifying. Wow, that is just... I'm going to give it a poor Amazon review. And I guess to all the people that came to see the tour, it was a big deal. And to any of you guys around the world that for some reason care enough about me and Phil to give a crap about the fact that we were on tour despite not going to it, which was, you know, nice, thank you for caring. They just didn't care. The world moved on. And to them, they're either just the guys that uploaded a few videos for a couple months and now they're back, or whatever. And the world just keeps on turning. So it's crazy that I just went through this crazy, life-changing experience where I just did the biggest kind of marathon thing in my entire life. But, you know, in the wider scheme of the world, everyone's just going on with their own lives. You know what I mean? It's just crazy. So here I am, I'm back, and I have to just get on with it. And future tours are happening. As you should know, Australia is a thing. We're going to Australia, and I have a funny feeling that that won't be the last Tatanoff announcement, but we'll let you know. Okay, Marilips said, Dad, because it might all fall through, and then if I even said something, your dreams would just be crushed, so I have to keep it super vague. Did you get tour souvenirs? Oh my god, I just clicked something and moved the window. That was the most terrifying thing I've ever done in my entire life. Yeah, I did, although I haven't packed yet, so that's just fun to look forward to. I'm sick too, we're twinning. Ah, it's a good look on us. Pokemon Go, let's just jump right in, reading the chat. I didn't get your name there. Someone said Dork Oakley also just asked about Pokemon Go. There you go. You inspired it. Let's just say that. Super hyped about Pokemon Go. I didn't want to mess up my phone by changing my Apple account to like Australian or something to get it, but I might just do it tomorrow or the day after because it's happening now, and if like they might not release it for like a month, and then what is that like? So I might just do that and then play it. Literally though, I've been so sick, I could not have gone outside. I would have just exhausted what was possible in the apartment. That was cool. How's it being biggest guests at cons? There's lots of people that go to the cons, but it's very flattering and lovely that people would actually go outside to come see us. I saw you in San Antonio. Thanks, Maria. Can we do another fan pre soon? Maybe. I just played Mario Kart for the first time in a while last night. It was good. I was gonna win, right? doing one, playing on, it's called Cooper City, aka near Bowser City, and I was winning, obviously. Phil was in second, and then Phil gets a red shell, fires it at me, fine, yep, that's how Mario Kart works. Guess the crime, not. And then Phil gets another 3 red shells, and he fires every single one of them at me. Now, this is the thing, right? When me and Phil play Mario Kart Online together, I think that we should help each other to win. So I don't hit Phil, I think Phil shouldn't hit me, because by helping out each other and only attacking people around us, we can come first and second most of the time. But sometimes Phil, this is a valid opinion, says, that's not the spirit of Mario Kart, we should just use all our items, and if you're in front of me and I have 4 red shells, I should fire them all at you. And, you know, fair enough, I respect that opinion. But the thing is, I'm really amazing at Mario Kart, and I'm always going to win. And Phil, by attacking me, only makes it less likely that he is going to win. And the reason for that is, if I'm not in first, and Phil tries to get in first, then other people will be attacking him. And when you get items in Mario Kart, you have a choice. You can either defend yourself with a shell, or you can attack with a shell. And the thing is, if I'm in first, and you're in second, and you defend yourself with that shell, then you will stay in second. However, if you attack me with that shell, not only will I then be in 5th, but then you have nothing to defend yourself with because you attacked the other person, and then, because if only half of you are listening and half of you are crying because it's lagging so bad that you hear me say one thing a second, then that ain't good. Cheeky off. Do you like the 1975 album? Yeah. Can you believe Phil lost his backpack? Did Phil tell you the backpack story? Did you hear that one? So, yeah, basically, we were getting off a car at LAX airport on the way back home, and we had like 3 suitcases and a backpack each, and we all, we got off the bus, we got our stuff, we got a trolley, we started wheeling ourselves into the terminal, and then Phil just looks at me and he goes, I forgot my backpack. And I was like, what? And this is just like a terrifying moment, because if you're in like a strange land that you've never been in before, you're generally on edge because you don't know how to like survive in a crisis situation. So we were just in LA, and Phil had left his backpack, which had his passport and his laptop in the car. Great. And then we were like, okay, what should we do? And I was like, okay, so go time. I am going to call Rosanna Pansino, who we're just filming a collab with, and they booked a cab for us, and I'm going to see if they can call the cab and come back to us, so it'll be fine. But there's always a chance that that might take half an hour, and it doesn't work, and Phil loses his bag forever. And then Phil just looked at me with, like, steely determination in his eyes and was like, I am going to get the backpack. And I was like, what do you mean? And it was like, the traffic's slow, I'm just going to run. And then Phil just started running. So I was sat there, desperately calling and texting this guy, trying to get them to call the cab and come back in case Phil failed. And the person was like, yes, I'll do that. And I was like, well, I'm just stood here with the bags. I think in Phil's version of the story, I was playing Angry Birds. I don't have Angry Birds on my phone. It's not 2010. I was playing the Star Wars app that's really terrible and is still ruining my life. And then after 10 minutes of not much happening, Phil, just as I was about to cool again and make sure the guy was coming back, came back sweating and panting with his bag. So that was a good one. Could have been horrible. Phil could have just been stuck forever. Are you excited for Australia? I am, because I've only been to Sydney once when I was 9 for a day. So it'll be fun to... The bottom of this medicine's really sticky and I totally just stuck my elbow in it. Beautiful. Put the math song on iTunes. That's, you know, that's my career plan after Tatanov's over. Hope you're recovering well. I'm recovering so well right now. Pastel edits IRL. So, like, I get punk edits. because the punk aesthetic is a thing. Is pastel edits... I mean, like, punk is like an entire culture, and I suppose it's a style visually and an aesthetic, and it's quite easy to, you know, see what punk clothes are and accessories, piercings, makeup, stuff like that. What is pastel other than clothing and, like, hair colour? Because I thought it was just a shade. Like, what is it? Is it grunge? Is it sea-punk? Is it nerdy? Is it indie? What is it? I understand that it's pastel colours. Everyone's like, nail polish. What does that mean? You just... Okay, yeah, so... Yeah, but I understand that it's regular objects, but in pastel colours. But what is the style of the clothing? Everyone's just saying pastel colours and flower crowns. See, soft colours. I don't know. Like, you're not explaining to me that pastel is a style here. I think it's just a colourway. I mean, I guess pastel-y things can include flower crowns and pretty things, but what is that? I mean, give me anything other than flowers. It's like grunge, I guess. I imagine it's quite soft grunge, but with pastel shades. Two big sweaters and skinny jeans, yeah. Yeah, I guess just cute things, like large sweaters, bleached denim. Melanie Martinez, not always. White skinny jeans, yeah. I mean, they're just colours. But I guess you can have just like a quite cute, soft, relaxed style with them. You see how I'm saying it's not really a fully formulated thing? But I get it. Right, Dill got married. Let's jump into that. Yeah. We made a Sims video. Yeah. Did you watch it? We uploaded it yesterday. Dill proposed to Tabitha. Oh my god. Spoiler, it's the name of the video. I mean, you can't click on it without knowing that. So that happened. I don't know. I mean, I might as well. I mean, it's not like it's Game of Thrones or something. Yeah. That was good, wasn't it? Went to Shay Lama. Eliza turned up, of course. Like, what the hell? Like, what? Does this game... I don't even know. And, of course, he was in his boxers. And, of course... So, apparently, you know when it was confusing, and it was like, you order all the food and the dessert, and we were like, well, you don't order dessert at the same time, usually. But there was nothing to say, you shouldn't do that in the game. So we're like, I guess you should. The thing is, in the Sims game, you're actually supposed to you're supposed to order everything and then the dessert afterwards. So because we included the dessert in the list of all the other things, they gave us the dessert first, and then the game glitched because it's its own order, because dessert is supposed to be the last thing, and then didn't give us any of the other food, but we still had to pay for it. Thanks, Sims, for that little glitchy there. But yeah, we got an agenda now. Lots of drama and shenanigans on the horizon in Dylan Tabitha's life. Need to get some money, need to do some planning. And then what's coming next? Oh my god! Where did you get your light-up shoes? Light-up shoes. They were given to me as a gift, and they're kind of amazing and kind of hideous. I mean, let's be real. They're kind of ironically amazing, and they're kind of tacky, and they're great, and they're just really funny, and they're just, like, amazing, because it's, like, 9-year-old swag with the light-up shoes. But, you know, objectively, they are just hideous monstrosities that should be burned. So, I don't know how I feel about them. I think that it's possible to have a multifaceted opinion of things. Disgustingly cute, said Lola C in the chat. Yes, indeed. FK, Twigs, or Kanye? I mean, what? Why do you have to decide? Whoop, I'm finally here. Hi, 15-pound Ussy. Interesting name. How was the OG Starbucks in Seattle? It was just a regular Starbucks, but it looked like an OG Starbucks. Kind of disappointing. I wanted it to be, like, really unique inside, but it was literally just a regular Starbucks with, you know, old decor. Can you say hi to MPs? Or is that MPs? Well, hi to all the members of Parliament out there, and also MPS. Attack on Muffin just sent me a message saying, Phil, same. And Emma said, say hi to Emma and Anna, please. Hey, say hi to the people in the box. Okay, Dan is being rude. The people in the box are Eloise Vincent at number 5. Hi. Joe Tolina with Boba Fett as a picture. Nice. Number 4. Gina F at number 3. Haley Jenkins at number 2. And Breslin Chloe at number 1 with me in that dinosaur onesie as your picture. Nice. Are you hyped for Oz? Yes. When are you going to upload another video? I'm going to make one. I'm going to film it as soon as I don't sound like a graveler. Because I sounded quite raspy in that Dill video, didn't I? We were, actually, a couple of weeks ago, gonna upload a Dan Is Not on Fire video. That was a video with an Australian theme for Australian Tatanoff. But then, all of the Australian tickets, other than some in Perth, completely sold out on the day that they were released before I even could tweet that they were out. So if you wondered why it was weird that I didn't even tweet on the day that the Australian tickets came out, it's because they all sold out before I actually woke up in America. Hashtag Dan and Phil problems. So that's a thing that we're thinking about right now. And who knows, based on that, we might make that. Or maybe it will just go into the abyss and another one will appear. Who knows? Moy said I couldn't get them. That's a shame. Koalas, said Eternally Josie. Don't get that, chlamydia. Did you like Texas? Yep. British politics, LMAO, what are your thoughts? I mean... it's complicated, you know. We can't have a fully rounded discussion on Brexit right now on Younow. It's just a very complicated issue, isn't it? It's not great, though. I mean, it's a complete clusterfluff right now, just the entirety of British politics. It's just a complete mess. Dan, do you floss your teeth? I try to remember. It's quite satisfying. Depends how tired I am. Sometimes I'm really tired and I'm like, just, you can't. Someone said, Hillary or Trump? Let's see. I mean, it's not great, but the choice should be pretty obvious. Can you be the Jack to my Sally? What does that mean? Just ignore you forever and then have a kind of sad ending. If Dill has a kid, you will be a grandpa. Am I ready for this? Am I ready for this? How was baking with Ro? It was amazing. Do you guys, you should all know the YouTuber Rosanna Pansino, who makes a show called Nerdy Nummies, and it's just baking, but it's really good. It's just so well produced. It's really just pleasant, and they try so hard with the baking. And they invited us to come bake, and she's like the nicest person I've ever met. And I think that episode is coming out in a couple weeks, and we are making donuts. I won't spoil the theme unless you already know, which I'm guessing a lot of you will have put together some emoji hints to guess exactly what we are baking. But that should be pretty fun. Enjoy Dan and Phil successfully baking something. Oh my god. Did you like Ohio? Yep. I mean... Oh yeah, that's the thing. The YouTube originals. Yeah. So that was announced. That was a crazy thing. So as you'll know, we... obviously, we're doing Tatanoff, our stage show, and we're trying to take it to as many places around the world as possible. Might not all be possible. I wish we could, but it's just not. But we're trying as hard as we can. So for all the people around the world that couldn't come see it live, or for the people that just wanted to see it whenever they want, like anyone else, band or comedian or anyone in the world, of course we are making an official video of the tour. And it turns out that YouTube Originals wanted to commission that for us. So that's amazing. So at the Dolby Theatre in LA a few weeks ago, which is the fancy theatre where the Oscars is filmed, we filmed a couple official performances of Tatanoff that at some point later this year will be released. Why YouTube Red? Well, it doesn't matter where it could have gone. It could have been on DVD, could have been on Amazon, could have been on iTunes, could have been on Netflix. And it being on YouTube Red is no difference to anything else other than it being where all of my audience already are. And creatively, if somebody else does it, they can like influence the creativity. If it was the BBC, they could be like, you have to change this, you have to change that. Amazon might be like, you have to change this, you have to change that. But YouTube are like, do whatever you want. So it's perfect. So the way it works is if YouTube, I mean, we'll talk about this later. There's no reason to have a long conversation about it now. Is if YouTube Red is out in your country, just watch it on YouTube Red. If YouTube Red isn't out in your country when it comes out, then you can just buy it like you'd buy a movie on iTunes. So, pretty simple. Everyone around the world will be able to watch it. The best solution, I think. And I think it's good. Oh, pop up. Not now, Mr. Younow. How was North Carolina? Fun. Did you like the lighthouse? Yeah. And the other thing is that because YouTube Originals care about making lots of stuff that people haven't seen before, they also funded the production of a documentary about the making of the tour. So that's really fun, because we were thinking, like, obviously we're doing Tatanov, and that's a huge thing, and we have so much to talk about it. You know, we're going on tour. It would be interesting to see what our life is like. People are probably interested in the behind the scenes of what it's like when we do a show. People are probably interested in the kind of creative decisions on why we made the tour and how we made the tour and just all the, you know, creativity and inspiration behind it. And maybe, you know, it would just be interesting to talk about the legacy of the tour and what it means to us emotionally and in our lives. Well, these are all things that we wanted to do. So instead of just doing, like, press about it, which is, you know, lame, or, you know, whatever, we decided we would make one kind of really long video that has all of that and ties it together into a thing that's kind of like a documentary film, I suppose, because it is, and that's how long it is, but it's about the making of the tour. So it's not just a follow us with our life on the road, it's a huge mix of all of those different things, and we've been making it the whole time. We've been filming things for it even since before we knew we were going to make it, just in case, when we were doing the UK tour and rehearsing for it. So it's really got stuff all the way since, like, last August in it. And it's being edited now, and we saw the first few edits of things, because obviously me and Phil are heavily involved, as the control freaks we are, in everything. And it's looking really fun. So yeah, just casual conversation about it. I'm sure we'll talk about it more later, closer to when it's actually coming out. But the long and short of it is everybody around the entire world will very easily be allowed to see it. So that's fun and nice. Extra filming at Tatanov Hollywood 230. Yeah, we had to, well, the reason we added that second show was that if you film a show, you have to do it at least twice in case anything technically, or, you know, me and Phil fluffing our lines, which thank God didn't happen, goes wrong. You need something to edit together, so it was perfect. So even though there was, like, no notice, and it was right before VidCon, we had to add a second show, and we even picked up on a couple of extra things afterwards, but that's fun. Look forward to that later. We'll talk about it later, okay? Did the screaming scare you? No, it was all lovely. It was happy screaming. Just excitement. Great, positive vibes. I've been Pokemon hunting, Gel. I missed your live shows so much. Nicole, I have missed doing the live shows. I think it's important that we have these casual conversations about things and catch up. It's important to me. It is something that is a unique experience and perspective that I treasure. Dylan teabag child in the future. I mean, the aliens might have impregnated Tabitha. Who knows? Superior says, my cats love you. That's nice. How's it like meeting Jacksepticeye? We met him in New York at the annual YouTube Illuminati sacrificial meeting. And he was really nice, surprisingly. Not. He was just a really lovely, nice person. Gets the seal of approval from Dan. Hi, said Darla. Hello, my eye is swollen, help me. Uh-oh. I'm on the toilet right now, said Dan's butt. Thanks. The less said about that role-player clown, the better. Clown. Wear yellow. Do I have anything even on the spectrum of yellow? I don't think I do, you know. What team would you pick on Pokemon? I don't know, like, who's winning? Probably not the person that's winning, and probably not who's last, because that's just embarrassing. I'll see. I'm in hospital, said Alexandra. Get well soon. You look adorable. Thanks. I'm wearing my best Young Lean Sad Boys merch today. I'm watching you in class, bad influence. Sorry, Dan Howell destroying educations forever. How was pajama week? Was it a jam? It was great, you know, I was like epically sick, so I just spent most of it coughing. Speaking of, which was good. Played Guild Wars for like 16 hours every day. Pretty good. Played a lot of Doom after Phil finished it. Proud of Phil for playing an FPS. Not his usual thing. Dan, do you like Bo Burnham? I freaking love Bo Burnham. He's amazing. Most listened to album on tour. Interesting, Elaine. Let's see. What did I listen to while I was on tour? Radiohead, A Moon-Shaped Pool. Beautiful, incredible, amazing, 5 stars, wonderful, just so happy that it came out. It's, so if you don't know, Radiohead, arguably my favourite band in the world, one of the best bands of all time. And their new album, very excited for it, a bit scared because I didn't know what to expect. And it's really easy to listen to. You know, their last album, The King of Lings, was very complicated and challenging, and it was very beautiful, but it wasn't immediately very accessible, and I was a bit scared that this one might be. But it's super accessible, and it's just really beautiful and calming, and it's just like so chill, and it's exactly what I needed in my life. So 5 stars for Radiohead. Drake, Views, bit crap, let's be honest. It has like a few good songs on it. I mean, after If You're Reading This, It's Too Late, which was like obviously amazing, I was really excited for Views, but it's just kind of naff. I mean, you know, we could spend an entire live show talking about Drake. It's good, it's bad, it has good songs, it's a bit too long, whatever. The Colour in Anything, James Blake, great. Not as amazing as I maybe thought it would be, but it's pretty great. Love James Blake, great album. Again, quite calming and chill to listen to. And then Bottomless Pit by Death Grips, quite inversely to Radiohead. Death Grips is not very chill, it's not very relaxing to listen to. It's very horrible and nasty and dark, but it's also amazing. It's just so good. It's also like 5 stars, and it's just incredible. Love it. Thank you, Death Grips, for another amazing album. Why was your eye so red at the meetup? Dunno, that just happens sometime, doesn't it? Just like literally no idea why. Obviously, on the drugs again, you know Dan. Can you say happy late birthday, Keely? Happy late birthday, Keely. Hello, how are you? Dan, coughing uncontrollably. Oh, the 21 Pilots Heathens video came out. How new is that? From Suicide Squad, the album, says the official thing. Yeah, I haven't watched that yet, because what was I doing on the 21st of June? Crying, probably. Joking. Is it amazing? Is it your favourite thing ever? I thought you died. So do I every day. Any new anime recommendations? The 2 animes me and Phil watched while we were away were... This is going to be part of the... Dan's anime recommendations video, part 2, which I'm going to do. Crunchyroll very kindly sponsored mine and Phil's tour, which was awesome. And they gave away free vouchers to everyone that came to our meetups, which I guess is free for them. But that's still very kind. Anyway, we watched an anime, the first one, called Fruits Basket, which is great. So this is a spoiler for the video that I'm going to make, but it is a kind of old, it's like 10, 15 years old, don't know, anime about a girl that goes to high school, and her mum died, so she's living by herself, which is kind of sad. She meets a mysterious boy at school, and it turns out that this boy is part of a mysterious family where all the people in their family are possessed by the spirits of the animals of the Japanese zodiac. So there's a guy that turns into a rat, a guy that turns into a cat, a girl that turns into a warthog, and it's about this girl living with this crazy family of people that are possessed by spirits of animals, but at the same time she is living with the lessons that her mum tried to teach her about life and learning about people and just reflecting on what it means to be a person and the way that you treat people and interact with people and how can you learn. And basically, it's a really cute anime that's kind of silly because of this animal stuff and is quite funny because it's very funny and is occasionally quite clever because of the jokes, but it's super sincere and really kind of interesting to think about, and like the main character is just so lovely and just inspires you to be a better person, and it's just really interesting and it's really chill. So if you need to watch something that's super chill and will make you relaxed and happy, Fruits Basket, check it out. And the other one is Death Parade, which I don't know if Phil mentioned, which is the opposite. It's quite mature, it's adult, it's an anime themed around a universe where the afterlife is you basically either get reincarnated or your spirit is sent to the void because you were a bad person, and there are a group of soulless people called arbiters whose job it is to judge people by playing games with them in a test after their spirits come to, like, you know, the afterlife after they die, and then either send their souls to be reincarnated or cast into the void to be destroyed based on how they live their lives. And it's just like a really interesting, weird, conceptual anime about these people that judge people after they've died. And it's sometimes really intense and kind of scary and violent, and sometimes it's just dramatic and interesting, and it's really funny. But it's just excellent, and it's very mature, and, you know, it's just great. Give it a full 5 stars for Dan's conceptual anime. It's great. Didn't get to meet you on tour. Well, you can talk about Brexit, lol, please. No, we can't. I mean, I'm sad. Short version. But Younow isn't even the best place to have a conversation. Never mind Twitter or Tumblr or anything. How was pizza by the pool? What, in that hotel in LA? That was just traumatizing. I was having a really slow day. And I just got a slice of pizza and I just wanted to eat it under an umbrella and just look at my phone. And then I go to the roof of my hotel, which had a pool on it, and there's a bunch of guys in their underwear and a photographer having like a swimwear photo shoot, and I was just like, not right now, not right now. Like I left the hotel room to maybe calmly and casually, in a warm atmosphere, eat a pizza and just feel a breeze, and now I'm just being affronted by this thing in front of me. And you know, beauty standards in society, they're horrible, we need to destroy them. I'm not saying that I wish I looked like the swimwear models and that I'm in any way inferior for not, or any of that crap, but for a plethora of reasons, including the fact that obviously I did feel bad that I was eating a pizza while these people were having six-packs, let's be honest. It was just an affront in like 11 just reasons, and it was just horrifying, so I left. They looked like Haru, literally. Can you say hi to MPS? Hello, Draco in the TARDIS. Is the UK still a mess? The UK is a hot mess at the moment. The US isn't much better, let's be real, but wherever in the world is these days. I got a 2-1 in my second year of uni. Congrats, Farana! That's amazing. Be proud of your hard work. It was lovely meeting you in Toronto. I love Toronto. Had a great time. I will say that because, like, me and Phil made the tour, right? And we obviously know that there needs to be, like, a legacy of the tour, which is why there had to be a video for it. But we didn't know when we made the tour that YouTube Originals would be where it ended up. So it seems like the video of it, for the time being, is going to be purely digital. So it seems like there is nothing physical to commemorate it in any way. That obviously you don't need to get, but I'm all about just kind of like nice, cute, collectible things that commemorate things. So I feel like me and Phil might make something physical to do with Tatanoff to commemorate it if it's going to be on YouTube and is therefore just a digital video. Hold this space. How do you feel about Blink-182? Listened to them a lot. Would be emotional. Why were you carrying a piñata through Vegas? I was given a piñata by the people that helped run the tour with us, and it was a llama corn. It looked like a llama, but it had a horn. And I didn't destroy it. I couldn't destroy it, mainly because we were in a hotel, and if I destroyed it in a hotel, we'd have probably been fined to hell and back. So I just left it in the bed at the hotel, so I imagine that was a very fun thing for the house, what's it called? Housekeeping people to discover, like, what the hell happened here. You're back, thank God. Thank God. We did tell some stories and show some videos as part of the documentary, so I'm not going to spoil anything that you will actually get to see happening. That's good. How was Seattle? Seattle was great. It was one of my favourite places. I would say that if I ever moved to America, it'd probably have to be LA or New York, just because, you know, that's where people that are creative live, and that's where all the YouTubers that I know are. But if I had a choice, it would definitely be Seattle, just because it was so beautiful. Just the pine trees and the mist. It was just such a calm, beautiful climate. You know, as you can tell from all the things I'm saying, I'm just a very chill, calm person that likes to listen to chill, calm music and watch chill, calm anime and live in Seattle. Plus, the people that make Guild Wars 2 were there, and I went to visit them, which was nice. That was good. I got this. I'm not going to pick it up. Signed vinyl. Oh, look what I have here. It's my Gatorland hat. There we go. Snazziest accessory. 2K16. Look at this bad boy. See, this is kind of similar to the... this is Pastel Edits right now. Light Up Shoes, in that it's either horrible or amazing. But I do think it's more just amazing, because I think like a tacky bedazzled hat is like something that stereotypically a 9-year-old girl would have in their bedside drawer. But I think these days, with kind of like throwback 90s fashion, pastel, irony, and just an appreciation for aesthetic things, I think it's almost unironically aesthetic. Almost. It's still on the line between hideous and aesthetic, but it's interesting. New Food Wars. I know. Amazing anime called Food Wars is back. I kind of want to wait until the entire season is out and then bulk watch it, because watching an anime week by week is agony. Like it is with everything that happens week by week. Come to my bake sale. I would love to. Just mail some to England. Say hi to Maya. I'll cry. Hopefully not. Hints for the new video making. It's one where I think my voice needs to be good, maybe. We'll see when I film it. I burnt my finger today, oh dear. Did you follow Phil's educational video about what to do when you burn yourself? Because that was some solid advice right there. What did you watch while you were away other than anime? We watched Game of Thrones and Bates Motel. Bates Motel. I don't know how much Phil has ranted about this, but if you can handle a slight bit of murder that's not very graphic or scary, and just like a bit of stress and drama, I highly recommend the TV show Bates Motel to all of you. It is loosely based on the movie Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock, about a sociopathic boy called Norman Bates that, you know, is in a motel with his mum, and basically it's about a boy called Norman and his mum called Norma who move town across America and start up a motel business, and she tries to run this motel and start their new life together after escaping from their traumatic past, and he just, you know, goes to a new high school, except he's kind of crazy and might be a sociopath, and they've both got loads of dramatic baggage, and it all just unfurls in this town, and it's really amazing. At first, it seems a bit silly and trashy, but then you fall in love with all the characters, which you will fall in love with all the characters, and then the next season is like super dramatic and tense, and it's just really great and amazing, and it's just really well written, and you just love the characters, and it's so amazing. And then the newest season is like actually gripping drama when compared to like all other TV shows that are on right now. You're like, why hasn't this won Emmys for best drama? Why haven't the actors been amazing? Like, it's just incredible, and I think all of you should watch Bates Motel, which is a really underrated show. LA or London? I love them both. I like London because, you know, it's super British, and Britain is my homeland, and it's just a really great city, and it's good for a load of reasons. It's got great culture, and it's just got that Sherlocky London vibe, which is really fun. LA, I think, is really chill. I'm just so... loads of people hate LA, but I love LA. Like, it's just warm, I love the weather, it's sunny, it's got palm trees, it's quite flat, and I just find it really chill. London isn't very chill, which is a problem with London. But yeah. Yo, Dan, it's almost 5 AM where I go to sleep. Go to sleep, Hillary. The Conjuring 2. We went to go see The Conjuring 2 at a cinema. Americans stop talking during the cinema. It's just inappropriate. But I loved it. I loved it. You know, the worst thing about horror movies is that people are always like, ooh, they want to be cool. They want to be like, oh, yeah, I watched a horror movie and I wasn't even scared. It's like, great, good for you. You're a real toughie. Like, shut up, you goof. Like, you know what I mean? You're not a cool guy that's really brave if you're not scared by a horror movie. You can say what you are, but still try to enjoy it as a film. You know what I mean? Whereas I'm a fun guy that wants to enjoy things and have fun, so I go into it wanting to be scared and super immersed, and I know that they're silly, but it's just fun. And the thing is, The Conjuring 1 was incredibly scary and a really great film. You know, it's not that original or whatever, but seeing as most horror movies are usually, like, really awful, The Conjuring was just, you know, a very, you know, generic, you know, stereotypical horror movie, but it was just a really good one. Really scary, loved the characters, good acting, just really fun and like horrifyingly scary, so I was excited for this next one. And it was slightly less scary than the first one, but they tried so hard and it's just really fun. So I really recommend The Conjuring 2. Just have some bants, go watch it. It's just straight up bants. It's just silly and fun, and it's good. Give me a nickname, said Samantha Rush. Just call yourself Rushy. I'm surprised no one's done that yet. Thank you for making me smile. That's a kind thing to say. I'm glad that you're smiling. Now at number 1 is Olivia Dunn. Hello. How are you? I appreciate your fern t-shirt, TBH. The reason I wore that fern jumper, or whatever it is, palm trees, cannabis, is because living out of a suitcase, you have to iron everything, because everything just creases constantly. But there were like a few sweaters that never creased, and that sweater, the brown thing, never creased. So the reason I wore it all the time is because sometimes I'd wake up and I'd be really tired and I'm like, I don't want to iron something. Sorry. Okay. What the hell did I say? It's Oliver. Everyone's saying like, why did you pronounce that like you were having a weird instant? Oliver Dunn. Hello. Just swearing at you casually like this. But yeah, whatever I was saying. Have you seen Tabanov was translated into Russian? Yeah. Russian Tabanov is a thing. Enjoy that, people of Russia. Have you listened to the new Clipping EP? Yeah, I thought it was good. It was really good. Thought it was promising. It's not exactly what I love about Clipping, but it was just really fun, and they're good. And it's great. And the guy won a Tony because he wrote some of the music for Hamilton. Cool. Phil's backpad incident, attack on Muffin. That was traumatic. Once Brendan Urie laughed at me, rip, I'll just never forget that. Although it's kind of defined your entire life. You should be proud of that. That sounds fun. Guess who's back again after the Great War? It's Dan. US tour merch on the website. It will be, don't worry. Do you like romance movies? Yeah, but I don't watch many of them. I don't know why. I tend to only watch like the big fandom blockbusters that everyone's obsessed with, and me too, because you know, pop culture. Horror movies I like to watch, or just critically acclaimed movies. That's like my genre. I'm just interested in, you know, whatever films are supposed to be good and critically acclaimed. I don't watch enough average romances, and maybe I should, because it'd be nice. I feel like I don't watch enough comedies, because sometimes if you're feeling down or you just want to have a good time, it's just good to watch a comedy. I feel like I should watch more. I should watch more. When will Tatanov be on YouTube? It will be later this year. Ours is coming out because we're the first British people that they commissioned a YouTube original series, which is a privilege and an honour. Thanks, YouTube. So, whenever that is, but it'll be this year. Black Lives Matter or All Lives Matter? People that say All Lives Matter don't understand the implicit to in Black Lives Matter, that it's not saying only Black Lives Matter, it's saying that Black lives should matter as much as all the other lives. So before we, even have a conversation on it, and, you could say, oh, it's good for this reason, or, they should be criticised as a movement for these reasons. I'm just, there's just a huge misunderstanding that, and the thing is, like, as I'm just saying, like, completely out of all the other conversations that you could have about it, it's just really important that people aren't just, like, wrong about something that they might just be understanding, which is the name Black Lives Matter isn't saying that only they should matter, it's just saying that they think that in several ways they should matter as much as everybody else, which a lot of people just don't understand because it's like a language thing, which is awful, right? Because everyone should be having conversations about the issue, but instead everyone's just confused about the meaning of the name, which is just annoying because it's so irrelevant, you know what I mean? It's a distraction. It's a distraction. Do you send everyone framed selfies? Framed? No, that was just for people that I injure. Your Tatanoff show was amazing in New York. Someone said, do you support gay rights? Yes. Okay. Younow is not the place for opinions, but, whatever's good, probably, is the answer. How about that UK referendum? Let's just, I found that out after I finished the show at the Dolby. I turned my phone on and I was like, what happened? Oh my god. So yeah. And if there is a time for Dan to go deep about political opinions, it's not when he's sick, because I'm so tired. You have no idea. Welcome back, Dad. Thanks for having me. Thanks for making me smile. Thank you. I hope you're smiling. Have you heard of heterosexual pride? Look, I'm just going to stop talking about this. Heterosexual pride was started by trolls, and like so many things on Twitter, somebody saw it, got really offended, and then it only started trending because people were talking about how offensive it is. Like, there weren't that many people unironically saying that, but so many people were getting upset about it and tweeting the hashtag that it made it trend and people think it was a big deal. This is why the internet can sometimes be a great, beautiful, wonderful thing for freedom and information spreading and, political change, but it can also be a terrible thing for just spreading loads of people getting the wrong idea. I could make a whole video about this, but a big thing is that the internet, it's not necessarily a good thing for social issues and freedom and information, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, it just amplifies it. It means that society, it's never been easier for people to learn about things and to have good conversations about things and to have, their own power through the internet, but it's never been easier for people to spread lies and misinformation and misunderstanding and for people to be mean. The internet has just amplified, which is like, it's why I think that either society is heading towards a utopia or a dystopia, or it's just going to be a complete crazy mess all the time and it's just going to get crazier. There we go. I could elaborate on that, but this is Dan's live show. I'm only supposed to briefly touch on incredibly dense, opinionated topics, and then stop because I say we can't have a decent conversation about it. I haven't planned. Because that's the thing, if you're talking about something important, you should plan what you talk about it. That's why if somebody tweets something or tumbles something, and it just seems like a statement on an issue, you should never apply too much meaning to it, because there's so much context and conversation that nobody could ever possibly express in just one tweet or a Tumblr post. One of the problems with the internet. That's why you always have to stop and think, this might not be the person's entire thought on this issue. Say happy birthday to Haley. Hey, Lee, happy birthday. I saw your playlist, nice easies. Thanks. Are you going to play Undertale Genocide route? Maybe. Let's finish the first Undertale route and then see how we all feel. I'm glad that we're back with the game in vids. Aloha from Hawaii. Hello, Hawaii. How are you? Hello, Hawaii. How are you? Good, said Hawaii back in the chat. You filmed with Zana? Yeah, we also filmed with the Fine Bros. The first one has come out. I think we did like 5 React videos with the Fine Bros, so look forward to the rest of those. Talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon. Been there, finished that. Waiting for the new Pokemon. Is anyone even going to care about the new Pokemon game? Is Pokemon Go a crazy fad that everyone's obsessed with now and then it's going to die hard in a month, or is it going to be around forever? Who knows, man. I think it definitely needs to be elaborated on with some more features, which I'm sure they will because it's so popular. Tell us about Dylan Tabs. It's pretty fun, pretty dramatic. I'm so glad that she said yes. Imagine if she said no. That would have just been absolutely horrible. Put your earrings back in. They're over there. I could go get them. I could. I just forget. And it depends on the outfit. I hope you feel better. Same. I think I will. I just need to get some sleep. Did you enjoy Denver? Yeah, welcome back. Hi. I fell in a lake today. How was tour? Tour was good. I hope you didn't get too cold. What's in the background? A road, because my window's open. How was it meeting Nathan? I met Nathan Z, third pew, cool guy, good YouTuber. Check him out briefly at VidCon. I wish we could have like hung out or filmed a video, but we just had so much to do. Definitely on the list of cool guys. I couldn't get Sydney tickets. Oh, couldn't you? I'd maybe just wait a bit, maybe, or not, but maybe. Can you tell my friend Claire hello, please? Hello, Claire. Were you just playing Angry Birds? I wasn't actually playing Angry Birds when the backpack incident happened. I think Phil was just saying, he was just sat on his phone, chill, and I was, after I'd sorted it out. Someone just said, what are your opinions on Dick? Nice. I can tell it's 10 o'clock. Right. Do you have a fave Bo Burnham show? No, I haven't watched the new one yet, because I'm a fake fan. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for a good evening to have a life crisis, probably. I'm sure it will inspire one. Is there anything else that's happened that you want to talk about before I go? Because hell knows it's 10 and I'm hungry. I will be back next Tuesday continuing this. Pokemon Go! We want to play it soon. Yup. Watch the Heathens video. I will. Your Shrek impression was pretty good, wasn't it? Meeting Lily. We've met Lily before. She's also nice. How was NASA? It was super fun. Everyone that worked at NASA was like a student, so it was like going to a convention. It was really funny. And we had the cutest tour guide ever. I was like fully in love. We'll remember forever. There's people working on the roof. That sounds rude, Maria. Kick them off. Don't do that. That's illegal. Really enjoyed your NASA jumper. Yeah, that's fun. Are you Dan or Phil? I am Dan. Say hi to Ivo Dala. Hello. How many pairs of earrings do you have? Probably like 40, but I only wear plain black ones. How many... Dan answering the important questions here. You know, the thing is with opinions is I don't even feel like my opinions are fully formed because there's just so many more perspectives we think we could all have on issues, and so much information that might completely change our perspective that we don't know, and so many facts that we don't know. We're just given all of these opinions and, you know, contextless facts by the media. You know, opinions is such a hard thing, and it's scary to share them because you never know if you might change your opinion based on a new perspective or some information that you've never said before. And, you know, I'm sure my opinions might be, you know, well thought out than some people's, but maybe there's a way. Maybe there's a format. Who knows? Because, you know, even BBC Question Time, there's a really serious news show in the UK where they talk about news for an hour, and they never manage to have a good conversation about anything. Opinions are terrible, and we need to all work out... I mean, where are the facts, guys? I wish we could all just get the facts. But we can leave this for another time. But hey, all of you people that care about all of these social issues, that's good. It's good that you care. It's good that you have critical thinking. Good for you. And may one day we all talk about more things with opinions. Wear the light up shoes on Dan is not on fire. How am I going to put my feet on Dan is not on fire? Well, let's not think about that right now. You look lovely, thanks. It's the hat. Let's be real. I can't believe you came a smoker. To anyone that's confused, that was literally just a water steaming machine whereby it turns water into steam to lubricate your vocal cords so you don't lose your voice. I wasn't actually vaping. Just in case you were confused. Get Snapchat. Say hi to the Philly squad. Hey. How many pancakes did you eat? Not as many as Phil, but a hell of a lot. Wow. I'm dying. I sound like a rock. Maybe I just shouldn't talk for 2 days, so I sound better. Ferdana's not on fire. I love your legs. There they go. A cheeky leg. And stuff. So much has happened. Me and Phil have had a crazy time on tour. I hope the people that came to see the tour had a good time. I hope that the people in Australia look forward to the tour. You know, we're still working on bringing the tour to other places. One day it will be a video for you all to see. Enjoy the Dill video that we uploaded last night. More gaming videos coming. I'm filming a Dana's Not on Fire video, as you know, as soon as possible. So look forward to that. And yeah, back to regular life. Even though we are going to Australia and maybe another place, it will never be as crazy and long as America. So don't worry, we will be back for longer. There will never be another 2-month period without a live show until I stop forever or die. So yeah. That should be fun. I hope you're all doing good. Thank you for being nice while we were on tour. Thank you for watching our videos now. I hope you're doing good. I hope you have a nice night now. You know, you have your health, or, you know, you're just okay. Take some time to just appreciate the nice things, even if there's bad things. Do some deep breaths. Listen to some Radiohead. Watch some relaxing anime. Appreciate a plant. It's the little things. And I will see you next Tuesday, probs. Thank you for spending this time with me. Sorry if I've seemed low energy. I'm just tired, but I'll be fully zazzed soon. I hope you're all good. Bye.